Well, today I got an exciting review for you guys. We've got a lightsaber from a company called Intrepid Dawn Studios. We're going to take a look at it and see what they sent us next. Stick around. But we are back, folks, with a new lightsaber review video. And today we got a package from Tim over at Intrepid Dawn Studios. Now, you may not have heard of them. I don't know for sure if you have, because most of the stuff that they do over there has been a lot of cosplay and prop making. They got a really big 3D printing business going on over there. But I saw their ad pop up on Facebook, like you see for a lot of lightsaber, companies out there now, people that are selling lightsabers, but I saw it. I was like, I haven't heard of this one before. So I decided to click on their link and check them out and see what they had, and I tell you what, I started looking around their site and I was really impressed. So we are going to look at their website here in just a little bit after we get looking at the lightsaber that I got. But the thing is I wanted to kind of give you a little back information on them. So as I usually do when I go to a new lightsaber company's site or one that I haven't been to before, I'll go around, look and see what they got, see what kind of stuff they have, and then I usually take a look at their About Us section, and I was kind of intrigued about their story and also just their selection of products that they have. Because not only do they have, like lightsabers, different from base lit to, your standard not just basic NeoPixel, your XenoPixel or whatever style, and up to their Profi, stuff like that. But they also have they do a lot of cosplay work. And when I talk about cosplay, I mean they do like a lot of different helmets and armor sets and things of that nature, for 3D printing. And me being a 3D printer myself, what I really liked about it was the fact that they don't just send out just raw products. There's a lot of printers out there that you see on Etsy, and some people have their Shopifys and things like that, where some of the stuff they send out, you still have to do a lot of prep work. You have to do a lot to get that piece to where it looks screen accurate. That's not the case with the guys over there at Intrepid Dawn Studios. Pretty much everything that they sell comes completely finished, ready, as screen accurate as possible, and just looks phenomenal. Many of the people that send them out that are unfinished and stuff, I mean they're new to 3D printing, and I understand that they're still kind of trying to get things going, and some of it is because they're like me, they're still kind of new to it, but they're trying to get into it. They're trying to get into the business. They're trying to get their business going and to be able to provide more stuff. But they may not have as much of the artistic ability that some people do have, like the guys over here at Intrepid Dawn. So after reading about them, I decided to reach out and talk to them. Tim and I, we threw back some emails back and forth for a little bit, and after discussing with him a little bit about the lightsabers and the products that he has, he offered to send me one of his sabers to take a look at and review for you guys so that you guys can see what kind of products they have. So, what did he send me, you might ask? Well, with the release of Jedi Survivor, he sent me his Cal Kestis Jedi Survivor Elite NeoPixel lightsaber. So, let's go ahead and take a look at it inside the case here. So, this one here, let me get you to a big screen, full screen, so that way you guys can see exactly what we're looking at here. There we go. And excuse the mess. I'm in the process of getting some stuff boxed up to ship out for some people on my 3D printing service. But the lightsaber comes in a really nice case. Now these cases it's a hard shell case. does have the latches in the front and the handle. Now these cases are sold as an option that you can get on Intrepid Dawn's website. So if you want to get a case to be able to carry them in, which I mean this thing, it's pretty solid. I mean it's not, you know, your typical little soft case or cardboard box or whatever that you would get a lot of lightsabers in and stuff like that. I mean, this is a solid, nice protective case. It's got the latches on the front of it and everything. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at exactly what we've got inside. And as you can see, looking at it, you know, it is a hinged clamshell style case. It's got the nice foam lid on the inside. You got your lightsaber, you got a lightsaber stand, your blade, your charger. It kind of comes with a blade plug as well. So it comes with a lot of good stuff inside this case. I'm going to go ahead and take each part out individually and show you at least a little bit of what we've got here. So the blade plug comes in a little bag. And we are going to look at this stuff underneath our kyber cam as well, so you guys will get a really good look. But you've got your blade plug. It's got really nice design on there to give it a good lightsaber look on it. You've got your acrylic stand, which I'm not going to take it all out and pull all the papering, everything off, but it does come with 2 legs. It is a nice piece of acrylic. It's still got the paper on it and everything, so it's a nice stand to be able to display your saber. You got your NeoPixel blade. I'm looking at this one. I'm guessing this is probably a 32. No, probably, yeah, about 32 inch. I'd have to get the tape measure out to get an exact length, but it looks like it's about a 32 inch. Now it does look like, based on the sizing of the case, you could put a 36 inch lightsaber blade inside this case to be able to carry it. So if you're somebody who's taller, needs, you know, a little bit more length on the blade, you know, just to make it look right and everything, you do have an option for that in there for the case. Does come with a nice charger for the battery, and then you've got the lightsaber itself. And I mean, this thing is beautiful. It is based on the new Jedi Survivor, so it's got the different pommel cap on the end here. But let's go ahead and get this thing set where we can take a look at it. All right, so looking at the lightsaber, I'm going to give you a comparison. Now, a lot of people complain about the Galaxy's Edge style lightsabers and the size that the lightsaber itself is compared. I mean, there's a big difference in the sizing between the two different lightsabers. I mean, you can see, you know, the Intrepid Dawn version versus the Galaxy's Edge. I mean, it is much smaller. It's easier to hold on to. Weight-wise, it's much lighter. You know, so I understand seeing it now, just why it is that people were so upset about how large, in comparison, the Galaxy's Edge version of the lightsaber is versus, you know, a custom design that's actually would be more screen accurate based on the size and fit in the hand. I mean, you can see I can fit my entire hand. Let me back up here a little bit. I can fit my entire hand around this saber. I mean, you can hide the other one behind it. I mean, it's so much larger, you know, between the two of them. It's just unbelievable at how much bigger a Galaxy's Edge lightsaber is compared to, you know, a custom design. And the weight is so much lighter. I love the fact with this one here that it has a profi board in or profi board, however you decide to say it. So you get, you know, so much more compared to your Galaxy's Edge sabers. Now, this particular saber comes in a variety of different choices. One choice that this one does not have, and I can kind of understand why, because I mean, it is a character design lightsaber. It does not have baselit RGB version, so you can't really get the cheaper cost, the cheaper version of it to do your upgrades on, but you can get it in with what they call the NeoPixel V3, which is a smooth swing board that's in there. That particular version has 12 different blade colors, red, blue, yellow, the cayenne, which is kind of like your teal color, an ice blue, a green, pink, orange, purple, like a pinkish green, rose, and a white color. It comes with 16 different sound fonts that do have, your clash, ignition, your saber lockup, your blaster defect. It does have some movie quotes from characters. You have the smooth swing and some iconic music and stuff. 10 blade effects. Like I said, smooth swing. It's dual ready. So the baselit versions that you can get on their website, they are dual ready. So it comes with a really tough, thick, durable polycarbonate blade to be able to withstand a lot of heavy dueling if you want to do that. Some other videos that I'll put out later on, you'll see what I'm talking about and the differences between those. You get your flash on clash, motion ignition, which means you can twist it, you can turn it to actually ignite it, and the rechargeable battery that's in there, which the baselets come with a 3000 milliamp rechargeable battery. A lot of your baselets only have a 1200 milliamp per hour rechargeable battery. So the ones that you get through Intrepid Dawn, they do have a stronger, better battery in those. And it does have the 32-inch, and it's a 32-inch blade on this particular, or on the NeoPixel, which has the 50 watt NeoPixel LEDs inside it. Now, this particular version, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, based on the information that I got from Tim over at Intrepid Dawn, this one has your Profi board in it, the 2.2 version, which is fully customizable. If you ever wanted to get into customizing, or if you don't know anything about it, check out the playlist up in the corner. I've got my custom build that I did, showing you guys how to build your own lightsaber, as well as how to go in and install the software in there. Profi board is great because you can go in and do all of those upgrades. You can make all the customizations that you want, different designs, colors, all sorts of things that you can do with that board. This particular one comes with 12 pre-installed colors. Red, green, blue, purple, yellow, orange, pink, and then there's all sorts of different shades in between that you can do, so you can customize them, do as many different designs and colors as you want. It does come with 22 pre-installed sound fonts, so you can do all the ones that are on there, but you can add your own again. You got the blade lighting effects, color change, blaster defect, saber lockup, flash on clash. You get a stab, you tip melt. It's got a rainbow effect that you can do, a blade spin. You got neutral light, stable and unstable colors, all sorts of different sound effects that go along with those same lighting effects. You have great smooth swing ability on there. Your flash on clash, the rechargeable battery as well. This one here actually has a 32 milliamp per hour rechargeable battery that we'll take a look at it as well. It's got advanced audio in it as well. This one here comes with a 2 or 3 watt, and it has different options of a 4 or an 8 ohm subwoofer speaker down at the pommel end. Most of your baselit ones, they come with a low profile. It's not quite as good quality sound as far as the sound goes from those speakers. So it all depends on what you get, what you want to order as far as what kind of sound you're going to get from it. Again, the blade is durable polycarbonate. It's got super bright NeoPixel 50 watt LEDs in there. And these are made, this particular one is made from T6 aircraft grade aluminum. So this thing is super strong and durable. So with all that being said, let's take a look at it under the Kyber cam, see what kind of stuff we've got inside. Alrighty, so here is the lightsaber itself, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it all the way around. You've got your activation button, the button here on the side. This is actually to change your fonts. Also, whenever you have it ignited, it changes or does the different functions, your clash, your blaster defect, your lockup, all those different things. They are activated by hitting that button, and I'll show you some of that in a few minutes. It's got just great detail all around. I mean, you got some awesome, I don't know if you can see real good, but the detail here on the inside of the emitter end on there. I mean, just some of those details that are there. The grip looks so much better. It's nice, solid. It doesn't have that rubbery feel that you get with your Galaxy's Edge version. You got your different pummel cap on here. So I'm going to put the Galaxy's Edge one here right beside it so you guys can get an even better understanding of size-wise. I mean, look at the difference in the sizing between these two sabers. I mean, lengthwise, of course, they're about the same, but I mean, just look at how much wider it is, how much larger the emitter is on there. I mean, it's freaking massive. Let's go ahead. I want to open this thing up, show you guys some of the insides so you can see what we're looking at. Go ahead and take the pummel cap off. And what I like about this is actually has LED lights inside of it, so you get a lighting effect through the pummel cap on there. Whenever you activate the blade, it really makes it nice. It's a nice addition to the design and just the way it looks as far as the customization goes. We'll go ahead and pull the grip off and show you here on the inside of the grip, and that's where all the goodies are at. Just set that up there. So this is your Profi board 2.2 with your SD card. The speaker is inside the end here. This actually covers part of the speaker just for the protection side of it. It is attached. You do have the internal chassis in there. I am not going to try to pull this out because this isn't something that I want to take apart to do any upgrades or customizations on at this point, so I'm not going to do that. But like I said, you do have the 18650 3200 milliamp per hour battery in there, 3.7 volt. That's right there in the chassis that you can pull that battery out to be able to charge. So that's the basic internals of this particular saber. I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing back together and we'll take a look and listen to it. Okay, so we got the sleeve back on. I wanted to show you here the way this the pummel end here works. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. And you can see it's got a nice light up effect on there. When you put the pummel cap on, go ahead and thread this on here. You see how sensitive it is. I mean, I'm just barely moving that. And you can see it. You can see how you get the lighting effect coming from the back side on the side of the pummel there. Just the way, I mean, that look is just awesome. It also allows for the sound to escape, so you can get the sound coming out as well. And it's got
see him in my mind's eye.
Yeah, and that's one of the Darth Maul fonts that's actually on here. So let's go ahead and go back to a full screen here, and we'll go ahead and put a blade on it, and we'll see how some of the activations go. One thing I did want to point out is how it looks when you have the blade plug inserted. When you do the blade plug, and I'm not sure how far, I guess it doesn't go down like super far down in there. That's about as far as it goes, as you can see here. But when you do activate it, you get the light up on the end, and you can see there with it the way it looks. So, definitely a cool looking effect on there with the blade plug. Let me go ahead and turn this back off. You can see how the blade plug looks. And it's a polycarbonate style piece, for the sleeve that inserts in there. So you get the lighting that comes out of it really nicely. So you go ahead and put the blade in. And get the screws loose enough for it to go all the way in there. So give me just a second. Go ahead and tighten that screw down just enough so we don't want it to come out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off some of my lighting right here so you guys can get a better look. There we go. So I want you guys to really get a good appreciation of how bright this one is. So as I was saying, you've got the button here on the side that actually changes your sound fonts. So when you activate this one, let me back up here for you. I mean, you can just see on my face how bright this thing is. It is just super bright. And that's just me tapping it. So you get your effects there. Holding down the button on it, and you get your blade lockup on there. Tapping the button, you get the blaster effects. I'll tell you what, it's just amazing how much this thing is lighting up my face on here. So let's go ahead. It does have motion activation and deactivation.
In my mind's eye.
You just click the button.
Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him.
You get the next font. It's got a nice flicker animation to it. Just really nice.
Tell me, is this training?
No, always training. Versus.
Almost sounds like Obi-Wan, or no, but Cal Kestis and Yoda. Bright green on this one here. Again, got a nice flash effect or lockup with white. It's really hard for you guys to be able to see it, I know, just because of the fact of how bright this thing is. So let me turn the rest of the lights off on in here. So as you can see, this thing is like super, super bright. So
You did your best.
motion activation, I love that. We'll turn back on the same way.
You've killed enough.
And I guess different sounds based on it rotates through.
You did your best.
Yep. All right, so notice that I had an issue with noise suppression, so I think you probably missed a lot of the audio. But I'm not sure what that one is. It's got a different sound to it.
Nice to see you, Kurgan. Who cuts your hair? I am in disguise.
So this one is actually a Highlander
This way, no one recognizes
audio.
me.
That would be when Connor McLeod is talking to the Kurgan in the church. And I guess this is supposed to be like the quickening. So it's got a little different there with the way that the lighting moves around on it. Blaster is like a red flash. The blade lockup with the red in the middle. Sounds like swords clashing. But as you can see, there's all sorts. Saboba. Got the sound of Saboba's pod racer. Got a section here for the blade lockup. Sounds like he's the pod racer. Oh, and that deactivation is really nice. I like the way that deactivation does. It's really slow coming back in. Let's look at that one more time there. So you'll see here the deactivation side. So the deactivation is even better on that one there. That's different. Oh, some strobing going on. And then your solid white. It's almost like a water ripple effect. And that lockup is actually a dark spot, if you can see there. That's different. And then deactivation is very slow. I think this one is supposed to be Ultron from Marvel, if I remember right. That's interesting. Rock up. Oh, that was a pretty cool, different font style. It kind of pulsated towards the end. But if you notice that, let's activate it again. It builds. But then when you deactivate, it's sectional, and like the pieces kind of shoot away the power pulse.
Electric essence.
Well, that was definitely different. Well, the whole blade goes white with that one. Very cool. So now you've seen the lightsaber, you've seen what it looks like. You're probably wondering, where can I get one from? Here we are. This is Intrepid Dawn Studios.com. Now this is their main website. On here you're going to have different options that you can go and look at. You've got your sabers, which they've got, different versions. You got Elite, Premier, Eco Series. You got all the sabers. You got different saber accessories. So if we go under all the sabers and we look here, they've got a wide variety on here. I mean, they got Black Angel, Duelist. They got the Dark Saber on here. They've got a version of Luke called the Grandmaster V2. The Revanite, which is, like one that looks like the one that Darth Revan had. We've got some Ahsoka Fulcrum Elites that you can get. I mean, there's all sorts of different ones you can see on here. Just a very wide selection of lightsabers. I mean, it's 3 pages of lightsabers that they've got. The one from Fallen Order. So as we scroll down and look here, I mean, you got Palpatine's or Sidious Elite on there. Let's find it here. Here we go. Cal Kestis Survivor Elite. So this is the version that we just did the review on. Again, $469 for your NeoPixel V3. You're saving 17% because normally they're $600 or $564. Same price, $520 for the Profi board 2.2 version. So it's a little different in price or design, I should say. You got the different color blades and everything. It's got a bunch of pictures here you can look at. And then down below, you get a 1-year warranty on this. Now, most of your lightsaber companies that you get them through, like different resellers, you know, they'll give you like a 90-day at most. They give you a 1-year warranty on this on top of the warranty from the manufacturer. So you get an even better warranty for this particular saber. You can go in there and look at the specs for your RGBs, your V3s, your Profi board. You can get technical specs, what all comes in the box. All that information is there. Under there, you can go into your saber accessories, and this is where you're going to be able to get that travel case that this one came in that I was showing you how you get the case. It's got your blade plug, your tools, that saber stand that you have there with the recharging cords, your pixel blade. I mean, you got everything right there on that as well, which is a great value for that. Now, you want to get into their cosplay stuff. You got their cosplay options here. And you got cosplay armor, your helmets and props, and then they actually do jetpacks. So if you're wanting to do a Mandalorian style cosplay, you can go in there and look at the jetpack kits that they have. And like I said, these are all finished products. You know, these aren't products that, you know, you're going to need to go through and do a lot of additional sanding or prepping or anything like that. I mean, the products look really nice. Oh, get that subscribe on there. I already have. So not bad. For $85 for a completed jetpack for kids, $175 for adults, much larger size, so it is going to be a little bit more expensive. You can get armor sets in here, so you can get a bounty hunter armor set look like Mando, starting from $62. They've got that on sale right now as well. Normally it's $100 for that. And this is a full, you know, you can get the different parts for the kit. So if you wanted to get the hand bracer set for $63, you can get your shoulder set, your chest piece. You can get the upper armor set that's going to have, you know, the chest piece, the shoulder pads, the arm guards, wrist braces, all those. You get your lower leg set for $200. Get everything with the liner built in, so it's basically ready to go, already done. So you can see here how it has the interior liner, everything is inside. I mean, just the detail that they've added is just really good. Someone from Ashford, England just ordered a bounty hunter armor set, so definitely getting some sales for that. Then once you go in, you can look at the different helmets and additional props. So you get a melted grandfather, the Vader helmet that's there, a Yoda, Baby Yoda, Grogu, the child statue. They got multiple different helmets that you can see here, different styles. Female leader, kind of looks like a Bo-Katan style helmet. Some different designs. You got some Stormtrooper style helmets that are on there. So lots of different products that you can get, lots of different designs. Let's see here. I'm curious under female leader. So you can get just the helmet. You can get it with the liner already installed on there, ready to go for $230. I mean, that's not a lot more expensive than, you know, your basic Hasbro Black Series, but these here look like there's a lot more detail to those. Now, if you wanted to go and see what other stuff they may have, you could jump over to their Etsy page, Intrepid Dawn Studios on Etsy. They are based out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and 5-star seller, over 1,600 sales on their site. So they've done a lot of business, and that's just on their Etsy store. That's not counting all the sales that they've done on their Shopify. So they've got a lot of stuff on there. You can look at everything that's on sale. 101 different items available currently on their site. Armors and jetpacks. You can look at the different sabers that they have. Wearable cosplay helmets there. Your Eco Series sabers, Premium Series sabers. I mean, they've got all sorts of stuff on there. Your Eco sabers that they have. Those are going to be, looks like most of your lower end intro style sabers that are baselit. You could probably also get those. It looks like some of them you can get in with a NeoPixel, but it looks like the majority of your LTG style sabers. Your Premium Series, you're going to get a lot more to those on there. You're going to get a different design styles. Definitely got your baselit and your NeoPixel versions on there that you can get. And then, of course, you've got your Elite Series, and that's where you're going to have your character style sabers, where you're going to have your Anakins, your Obi-Wans, your Leias, your Palpatines, and those all mixed in there. And you can see, I mean, there's a ton of different ones on there. And down here in the bottom, the one we just did the review on. So I would definitely take advantage of this, guys. If you're looking at buying any sabers at all, take a look at their site. If you're interested in this lightsaber, the link for the website for Intrepid Dawn Studios is in the comment section, or the description down below, I should say, description. And they did provide a discount code for anybody who orders on their website from this video. Just put in Kyber Curator and you're going to get 10% off of the price of the lightsaber. And right now, from what I know, they are cheaper on Intrepid Dawn's site without that discount than anywhere else that sells this same style lightsaber. I know I did see somebody else doing a review on one from Art Sabers, which is the exact same model from TXQ, and their price on theirs was substantially more for the exact same saber. When I went and checked it out, all the same information, all the same customization. When you order it with the Profi board, it was substantially more, like literally over $100 more for it. This one, you're going to be able to get it with a 10% off, depending on which way you decide to want to go. If you want to get the SN Pixel, or if you want to get it the way this one is with the Profi board installed. So I do appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit, looking at lightsabers. I got another one coming up here real soon that we're going to take a look at. With that being said, thanks again for joining me. My socials are across the bottom there. If you want to look at more lightsaber review videos, check out that link up in the corner. There's a playlist up there for you for every one that I have done so far. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, may the Force be with you.